Hello everybody, this is our video number 1 and from this video we will start a new chapter. The chapter name is the coal and the petroleum. And what is this coal and the petroleum? This coal and the petroleum nothing but the natural resources. Okay? So this coal and the petroleum is nothing but the natural resources. What is the natural resources or which type of things is called natural resources? The definition is all those useful things. All those useful things provided to us by nature. This is the definition for the natural resources, because all those things which is provided to us by nature, these type of things is called the natural resources. So the coal and petroleum is all, including all those things. These two things is also provided by the nature. So this is our natural resources, and these natural resources which is present in our earth is divided into two categories. The first one is the renewable, and the second one is the non-renewable. Okay, so air, water and the sunlight, all those things is called the renewable natural resource. And the non-renewable, the example for the non-renewables is the fossil fuels. And this fossil fuel, from these fossil fuels you can extract the three type of main natural resources. That is the coal, second one is the petroleum, and the third one is the natural gas. Okay? So, what is the definitions of the renewable and the non-renewable natural resources? The natural resources like air, water and the sunlight, which are present in unlimited quantity in nature, and these can be continuously replenished, hence cannot be exhausted. Okay? So these type of resources, natural resources is called the renewable, and the non-renewable, the just for the opposite for the renewable, because these type of natural resources is not present in our earth in form of unlimited. These type of natural resources, this amount is very limited, and that's why it is called the non-renewable. Okay? So, at first we will discuss about the coal. So, coal is a black, hard, combustible substance. It is a mixture of the carbon, hydrogen and the oxygen, and with a small amount of nitrogen, sulfur and the phosphorus. Coal is used as a fuel for the cooking food, and it is also used in the railway engines to produce the steam and the thermal power stations to produce the electricity. So this is the definition of the coal, and this is the use of the coal. So next, the formation of the coal. Coal takes the millions of years to form. It was formed from the dead remain of the dense forest in the low-lying wetland areas, and that got buried under the earth about the 300 to the 400 million years ago. Due to the natural process such as the flooding, earthquake, dense forest got buried under the surface of the earth. These dead planets compressed as the gravel and the soil get deposited over time, and due to the high temperatures and the pressure from the top layers, the dead plants gradually change into coal. And this slow process of conversion of the dead vegetations into coal is called carbonization. Carbonizations. So this word is very important. The carbonization. Okay. And the coal mainly consists of carbon. After that, the different stage of coal formations. So with the respect of the coal formations, so the coal formation can be divided into the four parts. The first stage, second stage, third stage, and the fourth or final stage. Okay, so as for the coal formations, this coal formation can be divided into the four stages. In the first stage, when the vegetation gets buried into the earth millions of years ago, a materials called pit is formed. So, in a first stage, which type of coal is formed? That is pit. Okay, and it is accumulations of partially decayed levels and the branches, and it contains a very little of carbon, but its moisture content is high. So, what is the characteristics of this pit? This pit contains a very less amount of carbon, but very high amount of moisture. Okay. In a second stage, the pit gets the compressed. So, this pit comes from wood. So this pit is come from the woods, and after that, in second stage, from this pit, the pit gets compressed between the sediment layers and a brown coal called the lignite. So from this, you can get the lignite at the second stage of the coal formations, and which consists of the compressed woody matter and with very little moisture. and the carbon contained in the lignite is nearly 70% and it is soft and can be crumbled. Okay, so lignite contains the 70% carbon. Okay, and it is soft and the color of this is brown and also it is crumbled. And the third stage, due to the further compression of the lignite coal, the bituminous coal is formed. So from this lignite, in our third stage of the coal formations, form a new coal. The name of this coal is bituminous. At our third stage, the lignite is formed with more compressions. It is called a new coal, that is the bituminous. Okay, and this bituminous is coal that is dense, dark and brittle with almost no moisture and impurities, and the carbon contained in this type of coal is nearly 80 to 85%. So the bituminous coal contains the 80 to 85% carbon. Okay, and the color of this coal is black. The final stage. After that, the final stage, when the bituminous coal remain in the earth for a long time and is subjected to extreme pressure, the anthracite coal is formed. So from this, in our final stage, anthracite coal. So anthracite coal is formed in our final stage or a fourth stage of a coal formation. It is hard and has the semi-metallic luster, and it is the purest form of the coal and which contain about the 94 to 98% carbon, and its moisture content is very low and thus it is known as the smokeless coal. So anthracite coal contains the 94 to 98% carbon. Okay, and this 94 to 98% carbon, and this is the another name for this anthracite coal is the smokeless coal. Okay. Next, destructive distillation of coal. So next topic is the destructive distillation of coal. The decompositions of coal at the higher temperatures in the absence of air to produce useful organic and inorganic products, that is called the destructive distillation of coal. And coke, coal tar and the coal gas are useful products obtained from the destructive distillation coal. So after that, from this coal we can easily get another organic or inorganic product, that is the coulter and the wood gas. Okay. So that's all for the today's lectures. Thank you everybody.